See how well this does. I haven't had the chance to test after after I increased a bunch of their skill levels.
Time to fight. Leave it to me.
Fight cease.
Oh, that was easy. Oh. I was genuinely expecting that to be harder. I'm going to exit so I can go back in on the higher level and I want to see if I can win it. Unless it's going to say I need to be Exploration 4, which is going to be annoying. Yeah, I didn't even get to do the full team thing on that. That was annoying. The problem is they didn't even last long enough for me to consume their effects. That's the problem with when your stuff is reliant entirely on, like, consuming or, like, using, like, vulnerability into another effect, is that, like, if you kill the enemy, you can't really do anything with it.
You're here.
Like, what am I supposed to do at that point? Like, my operators are hitting like a freight train.
It's like unleashed. I'm with you.
Oh.
Once known, be dead.
Oh, that was also really easy. Huh. Why is it so easy? Can I go another level up? I can't hit level 60, by the way. I physically cannot. I am currently stuck at level 50. I was expecting this to be much harder. I haven't even been like trying too hard in like character building either. Like it's literally just what's the main stat again? And then I just max out. Oh, there we go. I need to reach level 5. I'm not even at 4 yet, but the next restriction is 5. That's interesting.
Ready to break camp on command.
Interesting. Oh, I went up insanity before I left. That's funny.
Time to fight. Yeah, freeze them. Ended.
I can't do this. Yeah, I was honestly expecting those fights to be harder, the higher level ones. Yeah, so character building in this is much simpler than the other games, and I kind of like that. It is literally just max out whatever their main attribute is. The attributes themselves increase other stats, but it usually doesn't matter. The only time it ever matters is if the character heals. where the healing is now based on all healing is based on with the will stat. It also increases incoming healing, which is really interesting. Why did I press that button? I meant to go down, so I pressed X. What is this? What? What is it trying to yell at me about? Oh, it's still just yelling at me about this. Yes, I've seen it. I'm not stupid. Leave me alone. Huh. I do like how I can do protocol spaces from here. This is just where I finished grabbing all the stuff I needed. Like, all I did was
Go over the battle plan once more.
fix characters' matrices. His was already done. I've been focusing a lot on building this dude. I need to get his trust up more.
Originium will carve. What?
Every character except Snowshine got maxed out. Because I ran out of stuff. And this was the last ability I was going to care about anyways. It is nice that she does do high stagger. The problem is just that it doesn't matter because her attack is super slow. So you actually do more stagger like per second with other characters.
Originium will carve a path for us.
Let's
Originium
The
will
frickin'
carve a
2000
path.
attack and 4,500 HP.
let's go.
Origin. What?
Pretty much every character has the same defense. It's kind of weird.
Am I looking alright?
The path ahead has been revealed.
Except you.
Operator Protocol, standing by.
The path ahead.
Am I looking alright?
The path ahead.
Am I looking alright?
Oh no, never mind. It's definitely the Ascension
Path ahead.
that affected
Operator
these two.
Protocol. Am I looking? Contemplation.
I need to get these two
Utterance.
better.
Abandonment.
But like the defense is like
Let's go over
only
the battle
affected
plan
by
once more, shall we?
yeah, it's just the gear defense that everyone has. I forget which gear actually gives defense. I'm pretty sure it's oh yeah, every gear gives defense. So it's 30 defense, 40, yes, that's just 40, 70, 85, 90, or not 90, 100. So it's just 100 defense. It's just that the characters that don't have it are the ones that don't have the other stuff. Say defense is pretty much it also just seems to be more like damage reduction because it says it's not the right amount, but it gives 50% final damage reduction. So what the 100 defense means literally is just that it's just cutting the damage in half. That's interesting. But yeah, it's just maxing out the stat because the secondary attributes give just a little bit of attack increase, and then these give lots of attack increase. Every 100 just gives an extra 50% attack buff. So at 200, you're literally doubling your attack stat.
Originium will carve a path.
So my administrator, which has my highest individual stat of any character, I'm pretty sure nothing is higher than 363.
Am I looking alright?
The path ahead.
Operator Protocol.
Yeah. The closest is
Operator
Prolica
Standing
at
by.
352 intellect.
The path ahead has been revealed.
She definitely has the best like I say like thing between these two. I maxed out her intellect, which is giving I maxed out her intellect because of her buff. It's based on her intellect. It doesn't have a max amount, so you can just max out the intellect stat.
Am I looking alright from this angle?
Sunshine's the only character that I didn't focus on the main stat. I focused on the one of the other stats. Even if it wasn't her secondary stat, I still would have focused on it. Because her healing is will based, so obviously I'm just gonna max out her will. I'm pretty sure every character that gives healing has will as either their primary or secondary stat.
Come on! Distract them.
I believe
I don't have that many options to look at though. That's the problem.
Wind speed's okay? What?
There aren't that many healers in the game because there aren't that many characters in the game. There are literally... How many members of Team Z7 are there?
The sled.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Need
Yeah.
defensive cover?
You have
I shall
5
give you my
4-star
best.
characters. You have...
Need defensive.
I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I offer to
7,
Wanna come snoop?
8,
Oh,
9.
Still waiting for some.
The sled.
Still waiting for something? Over.
The slightest
I
slip
think,
of
yeah, there. I
light
think there are 9 5-star characters, and then there's
dies in battle.
6 6-star characters. So a pretty small roster at the moment, which is fairly unusual for Arknights if you're just going to go off the original Arknights IP, because the original Arknights has hundreds of characters, and I do mean hundreds of. Yeah, when I say hundreds of characters, I do mean
Let me see.
hundreds of characters. Like it is probably the single most extensive character list of any gacha in history. It's kind of insane. To be fair, they also have some of the most extensive lore of any character of any game in history, or of any gacha in history. So, you know, and this game expands on that lore. Of course, this game takes place some long time after the original Arknights. I don't actually know the exact amount of time, considering we've been on Talos 2 for about 140 years. I believe it's probably been around that amount of time afterwards. We don't really know. I don't think. What we do know is that a lot of the things that existed in the previous game are not around. For example, there's significantly better medicine for oropathy. Or oropathy, whatever you like to pronounce it. I usually pronounce it oropathy, but the game keeps saying oropathy, so I've been saying it now as well. But like, there's significantly better stuff with that. Not to mention that people who have contracted oropathy aren't like socially stigmatized anymore. That was an entire thing in the previous game, and is the entire reason like Rhodes Island exists. Now characters like Portmanishnik are actually from Rhodes Island. There are also some other characters like I believe Avi1 is the one who mentions it. I think you're from Rim Billiton, I think. Right? I think you're from Rim Billiton. Is it mentioned in here? There's too much to read through there. It's gonna be 1 combat sound. It's gonna be somewhere down here.
My device is ticking. Follow me. Oh, looks like that guy shut. Witness the skills passed down by my Rim Billiton ancestors.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what Rim Billiton did though. Again, my actual total like Arknights knowledge, like lore knowledge, is pretty lacking. Unfortunately, I never got super far into the game's actual main story, because the story does take a while, mostly just because of the actual combat. Yeah, Rim Billiton is a country. It's not just like a faction, it's a country. Yeah. Interestingly, she doesn't have oropathy. Which is interesting, because a lot of Rim Billiton does have oropathy. because they were Rim Billiton Mining Company was the main mining company of like one of the big mining companies of the original Arknights. So there are quite a few differences between this game and that, not just including story. Obviously, the gameplay is a lot different because, well, this is a 3D open world action RPG. Meanwhile, the original is a tower defense tactical game with a grid structure. Very different games. There's also like the whole thing of character building in Arknights. You didn't really have character building. You had character progression, but there was never really like things you could attach to a character. I mean, there were the modules that were added much later on, but those were specific to specific characters, and you couldn't put a module from one character on another. It was just a part of the character's evolution thing that you could do. Granted, only specific characters could do them, or can still do them. I don't know how many characters, what percentage of them can now, but I remember when I first noticed they had actually been added, the percentage was like really, really low, and I think it is still pretty low today. But you didn't have anything like this, for sure.
The battle plan once
No, I meant to only go down 3. But you didn't have anything like this before. Granted, this system is still a lot simpler than the other game systems. These are just kind of stat things. They just give... It's literally just the base defense stat, which every type of the same thing gives. Then it's just 2 stats that give it's just 2 attribute increases and then one stat increase that's dependent on the piece you actually give them. So why there are multiple like of the same piece. Like these are both the same set, so they give the same set bonus, but they have different stats. But you didn't have anything even similar to that. You just kind of leveled up the character. The original Arknights focused a lot on... It focused less on individual character building. The individual character strength obviously was a thing that did matter. But it mattered more on actual team building. Because you had a team of... How many was it? How many characters was it per team? I'm pretty sure it was 12. My brain is telling me that's too little. But I feel like 12 was the right number. It might be 16. It might be 8 and 8. I'm trying to think. It's one layer on top of another layer. I don't remember. But I think it's 12 characters. It should be 12 characters. But yeah, it's just... no, it's gotta be 16. Oh, I'm pulling it up. I have a recording somewhere. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, there's 12 characters. You had a team of 12 separate characters. You could have up to 8 on field at once. Of course, it also depended on certain level restrictions. But what mattered is what characters you put where on your team, and then where you also place them in the level itself. Actual character strength, so just wasn't my thing. Obviously, the higher rarity characters were usually stronger and usually had more usable techniques. But sometimes you also could just... It really depended on the specific scenario. This game is a lot different, though, because it has to be with the style they went for. But I do like that they still kept it quite unique.
Never tempt fate.
It's like, you know, you got this typical thing where you can use your own character skills around, but then I could just do this. It's kind of cool. I do like how they did still manage to keep the game super unique.
Never fear. Never retreat.
Well, now, when I heard they were making a 3D game, I wasn't sure how they were going to do it, but they did a really good job with this game. It's kind of insane. Not only does the stuff look incredible, the game runs absolutely amazingly, but on top of all that, the game's also small, so it's like really well optimized. It's like 40 gigabytes or something. But like the character models as well, it's like probably the best. These are probably the best character models I've ever seen in a gacha ever.
For something?
Like these models are insanely good. Not to mention character design, but that's one of the things I was expecting coming of this game. Arknights Hypergriff has always been absolutely insane with character designs.
Over here, Redmond.
Like these models are so good. The animations are all super great as well. It's incredible. Their attention to detail is very noticeable.
And contemplation to your terminal in reverence.
Where
On top of this, because there are 3 character like rarities, and because weapons are gotten on a completely different way, the actual like like the rates in the gacha as well are really good in my opinion. Like 0.8% for the highest rarity of a 6-star character is
Get a new assignment.
is better than you might expect it to be. And they also made sure to put the pity on to 80. Pity is only 80. That's a low number. That's a fairly low number.
I'll handle it.
Not to mention, it's actually significant. The number is 80 is way less pulls than you're actually going to take. It's way less than you would take if you were to actually do it at the full rate.
I am trying to compose a bad joke for you.
Who's due for some
Like,
bad luck this
I'm pretty, it should be like closer to a few hundred.
I overworked myself again.
Like it should take like at least 100 pulls.
Need defensive cover? I shall give you my best.
And and I hope that our battles may
The slightest sleep of
This is my favorite
mind
intro animation.
decides who lives and who dies in battle.
I like how you can actually see the shield guards.
The slightest sleep of mind decides who lives and who dies in battle.
Also, I love the list of like character stuff you can see of them talking about stuff. There's so much stuff in here. Like the shield guards are
When
one
I
of the
first
things.
chose my shield guards, I saw a motley of trainees even younger than me. My first task was to strip away their aggression, for they are guards and not attackers.
There's also the you have the operator intel, which gives you some pretty interesting stuff to look at. But there's also the profile, which tells you a lot of stuff. It tells you whether they're actually have oripathy. It tells you what race they are. It tells you like physiological condition. There's a bunch of stuff down here. There was one I wanted to look at, for sure, as well. All right, I remember. And another thing is just that because the world they're in is actually based on other regions, you have like actual other speak. For example, the person that does this voice is Sergei Ponomaryov, which pretty sure that's a Russian name. Not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure that is. Not to mention, the person clearly speaks Russian.
Покойся с миром. Your death awaits at my бойцы. В атаку! Shield guards! Formation!
Like you have like actual,
Crescent moon! Полумесяц! Полнолуние!
like actual
At your
Russian.
command, they're mine to end. Never tempt, never fear, never retreat. Move aside. Pathetic. Our battle plan proved its worth.
Like a lot of the combat, like the actual combat lines, are in Russian.
Покойся с миром. Your death awaits. At my command. Бойцы, в атаку! Shield guards, formation. Покойся с миром.
Yeah, there's a lot of other languages in these. You have to find the ones that actually have other languages, though. The way I found it's easiest is to just go into the menu and then look at the actual person name and see if it has any other, see if it has a
Prepped and ready
name
to go.
from a particular region. Jacopo Elettroni, I'm pretty sure. So there should be somewhere in this, I believe there should be Latin lines. The best way is usually the combat lines. Like they actually include other languages into the stuff, and I think I just like it.
Wolves, let's feast. Alinagoda. Alinagoda. None shall live. You're going down. Zip it. Stand down. On it. My turn. Locked and loaded. Out of my way. Blood off the back. Make it quick. No escape. Silencio.
The hunter can sometimes.
There are only a few in this one. There's only
Silencio.
Final Strike 1 and what was it? One of the Ultimates.
None shall live. Alinagoda.
Ultimate 2. Maybe. What was Ursus based on? Was Ursus Russia? I know that Pogranichnik has quite a few lines about Ursus. Yeah, themed after the Russian Empire and Soviet. Of course, he's not, and he's probably not from Ursus. Not from his name is John Shu, which I believe is Chinese.
To play your play. Place my pen as outro. Whoop! This is on the house. See you never. Bite the dust. Eyes front. Watch me do this. Need a hand? Up you go. Hit the flip. That work. Take that. Here comes.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have it.
A strong team is one without any weak links.
Akikuri is, I believe that's a Japanese name.
Watch this! Piercing strike! Area sweep! Make way! Feel the burn! Now's the moment! Let's team up! Blaze through! Now ignite! You are finished! This ends here, team! Follow my flare! Let the Hanabi ride! Victory strategy? Engage!
Okay, she doesn't have any lines.
I am
I'm not going to look through the other lines because it'd take forever. But it was interesting that not only does they show up in like some of these lines, but in the actual main story, when Rossi and Wolfgard are together, they speak solely in Italian. So it's pretty interesting. I'm actually not sure what that name is from. Tatiana is a name I've heard here in America pretty consistently. But I don't know what the last name, Sarkissian. Oh, I might as well check. I don't think I've heard any from her, though, from when I messed around with her.
Fetch! Attention, please! Here you go! Hope you like this! Tick-tock! Showtime! They've got more holes than cheese. Savor this! Bet you love it! Surprise! Bedtime, honey. Guess you've lived long enough. This is gonna be loud. End of the road, pal.
Need defensive cover?
I need to find like a list of all the people who have different language voice lines.
The slightest slip of...
Okay, I'm good messing around now. I should do the Beyond the World's Expanse one.